It's always been a refuge. Even as a child and feeling like it was a place to play, it was always a place that was ours, and where we could be safe. And it evolved in my perception from a place of play and discovery and kind of adventure to more as a quiet. It's a place to be centered, and whether it's in the inner chamber or in the gardens, to find balance and inner balance and connect again to what Auroville is and why I'm here and what it means to me. I moved to Auroville when I was 3, and I don't have a distinct memory of hearing about it or knowing about it, but I remember being there as a child and just playing, and mainly playing in and around, and like bonfires, and being there and it being fun because all the kids were there, and then we could run around and it'd be noisy. And I remember being told by a parent of a friend that we should just proclaim residence whenever anyone told us off. So that's what we'd do. Residence! Running through when some guard was telling us to be quiet or please not walk on the grass or something. I think the banyan tree is really the center. The banyan is spiritual on many levels, and it's in the Indian culture, but also in many different cultures. It's a tree, and that whole family of trees is very connected to the mystical or to the divine or to some form of spiritual connection and both grounding and reaching to other realms. So I think that is a very central aspect of Auroville, and I think the beauty is that everyone understands it differently. It has a different meaning to each person, and in the same way the Matrimandir and that space and the banyan tree have a different meaning, but it's, I think, to have this physical center to center ourselves around as the Auroville community, I think it's very important. It's the center, but it also centers me. So it's a place to find quiet and balance and reflection and clarity and solitude. And also the Matrimandir, having been built by so many generations of Aurovilliens, is important. That kind of physical history of building a space has a lot of power, and of course, as we've developed and the methods of working have changed, and hired people coming in, but I think anyone taking part in the construction of the Matrimandir feels the impact it has on this community and hopefully the world at large. Such a genius, is materialized, and people really bring their life's purpose into reality by contributing to a project and not claiming any reward or praise or fame or something for it, but simply doing it out of the joy of giving to an ideal and an idea that's bigger than themselves. The main feeling, or the central feeling, is one of internal space to reflect or to gain clarity or to kind of listen to my inner voice and or hopefully my inner silence if I can. A place of rest, but also replenishment, of kind of refilling the well and gaining perspective and just being present. And there's so much to see externally, to perceive, but also gives us space just to look beyond that or look inside. And it's one of the few places which has such a big open space in Auroville, so it's quite nice to witness sunrises and sunsets. The gardens and the spaces around the Matrimandir itself, that the residents take that on. I think outsourcing that work is a pity. And it's like, I'd love to see young people, young Aurovilliens and youth that are interested in Auroville to take part in actually, to understand that already existing history of building together and working together. It should be a space for everyone, definitely, but also, I don't know exactly how, but to preserve this for play and presence and life, while still making it a space of reflection and quiet and meditation.